Okay guys, I'm going to be showing you some tricks you can try in PixelLab, and in this video I'm going to be using this trick to design a very simple flyer. Yeah, simple, but it's going to stand out. Once again, it's the augmented designer here. If you're a smartphone designer here on TikTok and you are not following my TikTok page, you are doing yourself a great disservice. Right here on this channel, I teach graphic design for people who use only their smartphone. And if you want detailed and long tutorials, you can check the link in my bio and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright, let's go. And like I always do, I will start by changing the canvas size. So my height is going to be 2000 pixels. This is just for demonstration. My pixels are always higher than this if I'm doing actual designs. And my width is going to be 1.5. Okay, and we have something like this. I'll just go ahead and delete this. So I'll start by adding a shape, and this shape I'm going to give it a black color because I want to be seeing what I'm doing. And I'm going to rotate this shape like this. Let me use the grid so that I can see what I'm doing. Just follow closely. I'm going to rotate it like this. Okay, that's fine, and I'll scale it down to about so. Then I'm going to copy it. I'll drag it here like this. I'll keep it around here. I'll copy it again. I'll do the same here. I'm just trying to distribute everything evenly. I'm going to copy again, and this time I'm going to place it like this. Yes, so we have this. I'll go over to my panel and click this select button. I'm just going to select all of them and merge them together. Yeah, so we have this shape. So what's the use of this shape? Just hold on. Now with this shape joined together, I'll go over to 3D shape, and I'm just going to toggle it on and click OK. Then I'll come over to 3D rotate. I'm going to drag this slider until okay, x-axis is going to be 75. I'm just going to drag this until we have something like this. Yeah, okay, I think there's no need for me using that 3D rotate to achieve what I want, so I'll just go back to this 3D rotate and I'm going to cancel it. Yawa. So we have something like this, and for the background I'm going to change the background to complete black. Yeah, yeah. And as you see, there's actually nothing. You can't see anything again. Let me use complete black. Yes, we have something like this. So what is going to happen is I'll go to this shape. I'll click the shape and I'll change it to a circle. I'll go over to the opacity and reduce it to 0, and I will take the stroke to maximum, which is 40. Then I will increase my blur radius to 25. Yes, yes, okay, yes. I'll change the color to red, and I'm just going to drag one of these endpoints and close the hole that is in the middle. I'm going to click OK. Then I'll come here and resize it like this. I'm just going to do it like this. I'll click to back and I'll drop it here. I'll lock it and I'll duplicate it again. This time I'll make it a little bit bigger, and I'm still going to do the same thing. I'll send it to back again. I'll copy it again, and this time I'll make it far bigger like this, and I'm going to drop it around here, and I'll still send it to the back, and I'm just going to lock all of them. So we have something like this already. Now one more thing, I'm going to the last one here, or let me just pick the first. I'm going to duplicate it and I'm going to bring it like this. Then I'll go over to 3D rotate and I'm going to drag the x-axis to 75 so that it's flat and on the same like what we have here, something like this. I'm just going to size it a little bit like this. Yeah, something like this is okay, very okay. Let me just go to the opacity and reduce it a little bit. So we have a nice smooth reflection. As you can see that, yeah, the light is reflecting on this shape we did here, and I think that's amazing already. And what is going to happen is I'm going to bring in my I'm going to bring in some whatever, some elements. But before that, as you can see, this shape that we have here that we made the plane, this one you see right here, I want to add a texture to it so that it can stand out very well. So let me quickly do that. i'll I'll just go and select it. I'll select this shape here, and I'll go over to texture, and I'm going to use a texture which I already have. I'm just going to click on this image icon here. Now this is a wall texture, or can be a rock texture, anyone. So this is what I have here, but then it completely defeats the purpose of what we were doing. So I think that's not going to work. I'm probably not going to work on that. So yeah, let me bring in what we are going to be using as the main subject of this design, a can, or um, a bottle of milk, whatever. So this is what is going to be the subject of this design, the main focus. This is what we want to sell. This is what we want to make the design all about. So yeah, my bad, forgive me, I was just ahead of myself. So I've imported this image, and somehow I don't think I want these stuffs around it like this. So I'll just go over to the erase tool here. I'm going to drag the eraser to be this big, and I'm just going to wipe off this stuff. I don't want them anyway, sorry. I'm just going to wipe off these stuffs here, and do this for these ones too. Okay, and we have something like this. I'm going to reduce it, keep it around here, reduce it again, keep it around here, then I will duplicate it. Let me lock this one. So this one I'm going to make it very very big, like this. Then I'll go over to the color, and I'm going to enable it, and I'll come down to gradients. I already have a gradient which I'll be working with, so I'm not going to show you how to do gradients on your own. So I'm just going to click this gradient, and we have something like this. So I'm just going to send to back, and I'll keep it around here like this. Then I'll go over to opacity, and drag the opacity to, let's keep it at 30. Yeah, so we have this stuff here like this. How do you see that? Beautiful, huh? That's good. So yeah, everything locked and set. One more thing, I'm just going to add a shape like this, and I'll go over to gradients and choose this. I'm just going to choose this. Yeah, I'm going to drag it like this, drag it like this. Oh yeah, I'll keep it like this. Fine. Unlock it, and I'm just going to add a text. Go, yeah. um that's the text that is on this bottle that we have here. Nothing serious, just for design purpose. Okay, I'm going to pick my text here, my font bad, and yawa, I'm going to lock that. I'm going to duplicate this text one more time, and I'm going to double click it to go into the edit mode. And I have some text which I wrote earlier, and I'm just going to paste it. So I have this earlier. I'm going to change the font because this is quite bold, too bold. I'm going to change this to regular fonts, and I'll resize it like this. I'll resize it like this and keep it around here. Let me do something like this instead. Yeah, I think this is fine. Alright. right, then bring this one below. Wonderful. I think this is okay. Yeah. So what do you think about this? One more thing, I'm just going to bring my logo. Yeah, so this is the augmented designers logo. Yeah, and that speaks of my work. So whatever you see, that just know that's my work. And I'm going to, wonderful, and I'll lock it. And that is it for today's design, or that is it for this design. Very simple trick, but as you can see, it makes the image, it makes the design stands out. You can use this trick if you're designing a product flyer for your client, and yeah, sure, it's going to work out. And if you can take it to do color grading, it's going to come out better. If you're not following me, follow me. If you have not subscribed, if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, if you have not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. Hit that follow button if you're following me on any, if you are watching this video on any platform that you need to follow me. All right, let's go.